Remember I covered this whammon before. It's the same one, and it really just goes to show how miserable this woman is. You can always see it in the eyes. BSC, the acronym that we use to describe these types among us dudes. And if you don't know what that means, sorry about you. But this chick that we're about to look at is something like only reason it's not to rag on her just individually, though. It just happens to be the same chick that we covered before. This, I think it's representative of a lot of people, and it's like because she's saying it publicly and stating it publicly, it looks so goofy. But that is also the mindset of why people signal in the way that they do. Chick, here it's the same chick, Patricia Carveles, who is on ABC apparently, and she says this is how to fly. She has two masks on in the as you can see right here on the airplane. She says she's double vaxxed, excuse me, and double masked. This is the same woman that said this, as Zuby, my man, points out. Remember this? This is the video that we covered a while back. Memories of the happiest day of my life. It's the same fucking woman. Like, these people have tied their entire existence and being around signaling on the basis of vaccines and masks, and it's fucking weird. It's weird. Like, and I don't know if that chick has children or anything, or she's married. I have no idea. But apparently those instances do not beat the happiest day of her life, and that was when she got vaccinated. Now, it's funny. We can laugh, and we will laugh at her because I think she deserves exactly that. But don't get it mistaken. This is the reason why so many people are so adamant in public about their approach vaccines and masks, because they think that it shows that they are some sort of a good being, right? Virtue signaling is the proper term for what it is, but it has nothing to do with health, saving lives. It's just, it makes it appear that these are miserable people. This is what I always say. And this is why I guess they feel as if being vaccinated, or the day they got vaccinated, was the best time to be alive, huh? But on a serious note, these people are not like proud of, I guess, anything it is that they've individually done in terms of their accomplishment. And what vaccines and these masks and all of that has allowed a lot of people to do, it's like with protesting. It's allowed a lot of people that are miserable to try to find some sense of meaning and some sense of accomplishment for doing something that is relatively easy, okay, to do. So bragging about putting two pieces of cloth on your fucking face is weird, but it's easy. It's a very easy thing to do. And this is why they get so irate at those of us that do not participate and are not part of their fucking cult. Let's call it what it is, a cult. Again, not about science, not about health, not about saving lives or giving. Remember, as soon as you tell them that you don't want to get vaccinated, they'll tell you go fuck yourself and die anyway. So it's like, this ain't got nothing to do with saving lives or anything. But what you do is you serve as a reminder that there are people that are really standing their ground in what they individually believe in, and that's their right. For better or for worse, doesn't matter how the fuck you feel. For better or worse, they have been able to, despite all of the acts of aggression and threats and coercive tactics, there are people out there that walk this earth, that walk around in this country, that are like, nah, I'm not really interested in going to put a diaper on my face wherever I go, and I'm certainly not interested in being, this young guy who is healthy, getting jabbed for something with a 99% survival rate and a hospitalization rate that is almost non-existent for people that are in my age demographic and health or age demographic, yet alone the health demographic. It was like last time we checked, what was it like? In between the ages, like fucking my age group, which was like, I think it was 25 to 35 or some shit like that. I can't remember what it was. On the CDC, we looked at it the other day, and it was like 8 hospitalizations per 100,000 for COVID. It's actually statistically insignificant. And all things considered, some of those people say, you know what, nah, it's not worth it. We see these studies coming out about natural immunity and this seeming to be better. I ain't interested. That's a reminder to them. And you are not part of the cult, and that's fucking blasphemous as far as they're concerned. But in order to understand why they're like that, you have to look at instances like we just showed you, that it's a signal. That's it. And this is why I like to make fun of him and call them out for that, because they know I'm right, of course. They know that consciously. They're totally aware of it. It's just they don't like people bringing it up, because remember, they're trying to put people under the guise, or they're pretending it's more of this fraud humanitarian effort in terms of why it is that they're doing it, but it's completely self-righteousness. That's all that it is. They feel like they're like, for the person to brag about how they're flying, it's complete self-righteousness. That has nothing to do with being a good person. That's a front. That's what it is, a front. It's a front because they're putting that up to say, okay, I'm doing this because of this, but they're not really doing that. It's just, okay, massaging their own fucking egos because they have tricked themselves into believing that they are just a morally superior person because they went and lined up to get a jab, or they have multiple diapers on their face. Effective that you think that is, whatever, it's just they wearing a diaper on their face, and there's people out there that choose not to do that. These people are fucking weird. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.